All right.
Hi, everybody. Graham Park here. Welcome to Success Strategies. I've got here two incredible guests. I can't believe I got them both together. These guys are literally legends in the business. On the left is Margaret, our left, Margaret. On the left is Margarite Sung, and on the right is her husband, Pat Sung. They got in the business around 30 years ago. 32 years ago, and have built a magnificent business in literally every country that I think Nu Skin's open in. They are what's called now Circle of Excellence 4 members. What that means, and what many of you will understand it to mean, is that means $20 million circle, means they've earned more than 20 million US dollars since they joined. And the way we're supposed to say that now is Circle of Excellence 4, so I'm glad I was able to give you the correct terminology. Now, what I'd like to do, and they're most amazing people. Lynn and I have had the pleasure of getting to know them on various Team Elite trips and other things, and we're sort of sidelines. We've got the same upline people, and just great people and very product focused, which I love, and because there's a passion for the products there. But let's ask you first, guys. So when you first saw Nu Skin, what was, how did you hear about it, and why did you join and get started, and what you were doing before?
Okay. What do you do?
I was a computer programmer for an airline.
And I'm a lawyer. I was a lawyer with a big oil company here in town. We live in near Washington, D.C.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the United States. When in the beginning, I don't think we never imagined that Nu Skin was going to become this big. We were just trying to earn some extra income because we were buying a house.
Buying a house that we could barely afford. And we knew that we need some help, if we want to feed the kids. So we were looking for some opportunity, and by chance, our children's karate instructor, Hong Tai Wang, came and talked to us. That's how he got us started. Main thing is, he did a half-face
demo
on
my face. With originally we only have, I think, 17, 18 products, and one of the best one at that time is the facelift. So it's a powder and the liquid, you mix it, and then you put it on your face, and then when it dries up, your face goes up.
So now we saw what the product can do. So it's okay, tell us more. And he told us, and we really didn't understand that well, but he told us what he made, and we looked at him. He's a PhD in physical chemistry, not a businessman. I figure if he can do that, he joined the business only 3 months and was make pretty good money after 3 months. So we figure this may be something we can do too, because that's how we decided to join. And well, after 1 year, the income was high enough to allow us to get the house. We felt comfortable enough to move into the house, and both of us are still working at that time full time, so it's a part-time income, so it's very good. After 2 years, the Nu Skin income
the Nu Skin income that time became twice my airline computer programmer salary. So that's when I decided to do a full-time and quit my job.
So, and well, the business grew and grew, and soon, she kept bugging me to join her. Except that, I came into the United States long time ago to become a chemical engineer. As a matter of fact, I have a bachelor's, master's, a PhD in chemical engineering. But in 1972, I couldn't find a job as an engineer in this area. So I make a big change. Went to law school, found a job with a law firm, and became a lawyer. So I became a lawyer in 1977. So I paid a lot of, put in a lot of effort and energy to become a lawyer, and I didn't want to give it up so easily. So I told her,
Yeah. You told me what? That was,
for me to join you full time, okay, one very simple condition. I told her that I will join Nu Skin full time when the Nu Skin income in 1 month was more than my yearly income as a lawyer. Okay.
I know that's what he said, but that wasn't exactly truth. He said, okay, if your income 1 month can surpass my yearly lawyer income, I will carry your bags.
She spread the rumor. I didn't say that. She did. She made that up. Okay. Trust me, I'm a lawyer. Eh? So that was 32.
32
Well, I joined Nu Skin full time
in
1996.
That's
And that's 24 years ago.
24 years
so
ago.
time goes by fast. So, as it turned out, it was a great business. We were very happy. We were able to make friends all over the world.
Yeah, we have more friends than ever, everywhere. Like, if it wasn't Nu Skin, I would never know you, Graham. Right?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And there's so many people we all know like that who turned into great friends who we never would have met in normal social circles. It was only through this business.
Right.
So that's an incredible journey. What I want to do is delve in a little. Once you got started, you tried the product, and it's very interesting to people today as we do half-face demos with Lumi spas and galvanic spas and soon to be boosts. As we do all that, we go back to how you joined 30 years ago was a half-face demo, a different product, but it was that power of that demo. And that goes back to Nu Skin's former motto, is the difference demonstrated. It shows to me how important that visual demonstration can be for people in building belief in the business. So once you had that, you loved the products, how did you go out? What did you do, or what was your mindset? I know you wanted to make enough extra money to buy this house, but what did you go and do? What did you actually do to start building that business and then keep building it and turn it into an international, huge business it is today?
Well, at that time, I knew, our original plan was to make enough money so that we could move into our new home. So I figure I still have my full-time job. I still have 2 kids and a husband. And I thought, okay, I would spend like anybody that do a part-time job, spend 20 hours a week to do whatever it took. So then we joined Nu Skin. So I said, okay, I'll do the same thing, 20 hours a week in Nu Skin. So I started using the product, right, sharing the product. But then my kids were 10 and 7 at that time. I call this almost 7, 11. And so they have friends on the weekend. We get together anyway. So I got the parents and I did demo on them and told them that that's what we're doing. Come on, join us.
Yeah, and we also remind them there's a big business behind the products too. You see, a lot of people, they go into the directions of product. They forgot that there's a business behind the product. So you need to keep that in mind, okay? So it's a balance that you have to keep. But the easiest way to open the door is to do the demo. Once they look at the product, say, wow, this is very interesting. Tell me more.
Tell me more. Yeah.
It's really interesting to me about that balance, because we do find, and I'm sure you find this in your teams, that some people, they come in with product and they love selling the product, but they don't really understand, or they don't communicate about how big the business is. Other people come in, think this is a big business and don't care about the product. Well, they usually fail anyway after a bit of time. But so getting them to understand that balance, have you got any tips, or what did you find?
Well,
Rolling
okay.
the boat?
Yeah, if you look at the compensation plan, right, you need to grow an organization. I mean, very simple. If you look at the plan, is your paycheck depends on the size of your organization and how much volume, how much products you turn over through your organization. So you just have to keep that in mind. You know, a lot of people just think of, oh, this is a sales proposition. So let me go sell everybody. Sell everybody a tube of toothpaste or whatever. But how many toothpaste can you sell by yourself? On the other hand, the plan says, you know, get a whole bunch of people doing the same thing, you get compensated. So there's a leverage there that you have to keep in mind. That's what it makes it such an attractive business.
And your business then went on to spread into all these different countries. How did that, you know, I mean, New Skin, I guess, opened up in countries, but I know in the first couple of years you did all your work in North America.
Yeah.
Well, we
telling people about it, and then not to be afraid to ask. I think that was one of the biggest thing I learned from my upline is you have to go step out and ask people. He actually challenged me when we were trying to, he said, are you going to do the school the kids were in? And I said, the Chinese school. And I said, yeah, I will do it next week. And I keep giving him this next week story. Then he said, you haven't called them yet, have you? I said, yeah, I'll call them next week. Okay, I'll give you one more week. If you don't make an appointment there, I will go there and do it myself. And all the people I meet and get will be mine. They will not be yours. And I go, okay.
Like hell you do.
Yeah. So it was a little pushing, nudging by the upline was good.
Yeah, that was classic Hung Tai.
That's right.
Yeah, if you didn't do it, you got a bigger push. So with today, so it really spread internationally just by word of mouth by those people within North America, then taking it into communities where they had family and friends when it opened in the Hong Kongs of the world, the Taiwans of the world, and eventually the Australia of the world. And then on from there, right?
Well, we have a group in France, mainly because she opened her mouth and asked our teachers, our kids, our
well,
teacher.
In 1995, company was going to open Europe. And so I said, wow, we're going to go to France. And I used to live in Paris when I was a kid. So I told Pat, we got to have a line in Paris. That's a must. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know anybody anymore. I left there when I was 12-year-old. So I decided we got to open my mouth. So I asked, do you know anybody? Do you know anybody in France? Do you know anybody in Europe? Do you know anybody in Europe? So it turned out my children were taking art lesson from this lady. And so I asked her and she said, no, she doesn't. But then it turned out one of her other students' mother's sister lived in Paris. And that's how it connected out that way. So I said, can you give me her name? Oh, my sister is doing some other network marketing, very big. She wouldn't be interested. I said, it's okay. I can call her up, and the people who don't want to join her, she can just, dump them to me, give them to me. Anyway, that's how I got started there.
Yeah,
and now you've got a business in France, and you've got a beautiful apartment in France, which Lynn and I had the pleasure to come to once.
Oh, don't mention real estate to her. It's dangerous.
Oh. We'll show her some apartments on the Gold Coast when she visits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were supposed to come by. Remember in March?
Yeah, I know. Well, next time. Now, today, jumping forward, today we're in a situation, well, right now we're in a situation where we have to do digitally, but we're in a situation where many of the people coming into our groups are working a lot of their business online, and they are not always face-to-face to be able to do that half-face demo or something like that. What are you finding effective for you or your teams as in doing demos digitally like this? And is there anything you're seeing working really well, and just ideas, thoughts?
I don't know.
Well, she's starting a group.
Yeah.
Well, last week, for example, teaching how to do the face within the facial spa. Okay, and then we'll tell our the people in the group, look, we're going to do this, invite people. They may not be in yet, but have them come in and take a look. See, once again, virtual demo.
Yes.
So get them
Doing
interested
virtual
that way.
Mhm.
Okay, because now we cannot meet face to face. What else can you do? As it turned out, with this Zoom meeting business, well, we managed to keep our volume, keep it up,
Yeah.
no problem. Unlike a lot of businesses, they only have a shop, and the government tells you to shut down. Then what do? You have no revenue coming in.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your costs,
It's still there.
yeah, they don't go down as fast. So, you're in trouble. But here, we built an organization so we can still keep the business going.
Mhm.
And
we've seen
Yeah.
with the virtual demonstrations that business actually in Australia, as an example, last month was the highest number of new customers and new distributors ever recorded in a month. And
Yeah.
the volume was the second highest in the history of the market. And it was probably 25, 30% higher than 2 or 3 months ago, which is a huge jump. And yet what I'm seeing is it's largely, people are still doing the demos, but they're doing them virtually to get people curious enough then to.
Right.
So you're doing similar things.
Yeah,
Yes.
similar things. We just started testing it. We actually don't know if it's going to work. How is it working? Because we haven't seen the result, seriously speaking. Yeah.
But
We
you guys
are seeing them, I've got to say, on this end, we're seeing some great ones.
good.
Yeah.
And what I guess with all the digital stuff, going away from that and back to product for a moment, what do you think has been lately the most powerful product for you? What do you love the best when you're talking to people or showing people yourselves?
Spa, facial spa. USA is called facial spa. It's the galvanic spa. Lumi spa, Lumi spa first before that, right?
Well, any product that will bring a difference in a very short time.
Yeah.
Remember, we have a big group in Hong Kong that started because, again, half-face demo.
Yeah.
You heard of Vera Waters, right?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Vera.
Okay. She came in because Margarite did a half-face demo on Dan Waters,
On her
her
husband. Yeah.
Okay, so because of that, we have a pretty good group in Hong Kong. So it all goes back to the importance of showing people that this line of products brings results.
Yeah.
It's not empty talk.
Yeah. And I think we also, because of this immunity, nowadays everybody's talking about how to keep your immunity better. So naturally, we are explaining the LifePack Nano, the Age-Log Youth, or you call it Youth Span, and then the R-Square, the T Green, Rishi Max, AIE10.
They all help.
Max,
help support your immune system.
Yeah, so your body can fight.
So we're not claiming
we don't claim anything.
Medical claims, but it just help you keep you healthier.
Mm-hmm.
So over the years, your business has had a reasonably good big component that has been Pharmanex, the nutritional products, before this. So you can't really do a demo on that. I mean, you can show them the scanner score over 6 or 8 weeks later, but you can't really do an instant demo so much. So how have you been able to have such a successful Pharmanex side to your business?
Well, one way is to go through back door through the skincare products. If I can show you that our line of products, our skincare products can do this, and our products are science-based. If you look at the scientific literature, it's based on solid research, not something that what is this stuff all about? So, oh, my grandfather gave it to my grandfather. I don't know what it is, but it's a secret formula. It helps you do X, Y, Z. Here, we can cite you scientific articles to explain why our products are better. The 6S process. In reality, there's a quality control process. We are selling a very good, precise product, not something that nobody knows what's in there. We know how much stuff goes into each capsule, so that's a difference.
Oh, that's a huge difference, and I really like that. That it's a secondary approach. You've built the trust with a product that you could demonstrate instantly, then introduced the Pharmanex product, which overall actually can generate more volume because people will put it on auto delivery and every month spend the same amount.
Nice thing about the Pharmanex products is you take it. Is consumed monthly, so the volume can be very steady. Okay, you can use also make use of the scanner. Yeah, right.
Can use scanner on virtual?
Yeah, but later
after this is over, you can. And before
we have tested it.
No. I actually I couldn't believe it. Recently I was at a friend of mine's clinic. He's got a health clinic and he's a Blue Diamond. Who's also got a health clinic, and he has a scanner there. And I hadn't, even though I've got a scanner, my downline's always got it. I don't know where it is. It's around somewhere. But I haven't used it for months. I hadn't tested myself for maybe 6 months. And I put my hand in. I did 103,000. I was so excited. Yeah. I've never been over 100. Yeah, I was amazed. I was really astonished. So
very good.
I was really impressed with it, and a lot of that is what we call Y-span or age-lock youth in the States. I think it's really helped lift the score even further from the other products that I was already taking. Now I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Any last thing you see on Nu Skin going forward before we close out, and where Nu Skin's at right now for people looking at this for the future for their newer business?
I think Nu Skin's in US. We are going to have the Nutri-Essential, the new Nutri-Essential, I call it, bioadaptive, and I can't explain it yet. Has resurrection plan, whatever it is, and it will be the base. The Nutri-Essential is the basic of Nu Skin, which is really nice. So it's economically affordable by lots of people. And I think it's 14 products coming out. That's going to come out in July that Team Elites will be able to purchase.
And then later on.
By September, October, everybody will be able to have. But you guys,
we're releasing them in January and February.
You having Boost first.
We're getting Boost first, then Nutri-Essentials. Second, I'm really excited about the Nutri-Essentials because the whole bioadaptive thing is going to shift skincare to a whole new level.
Yes.
That it's never really been to before, and it's doing it at an affordable price that the average person, it's kind of like back when we joined, Margarite, that our products it's a mid-range pricing, but it's exceptional quality. So it's premium quality at mid-range pricing, and that's hugely attractive to a lot of people, especially when the economy is likely to be a bit crazy for the next couple of years.
And more importantly, there's a business opportunity attached to these products.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Remember?
And a very big one as we launch it and build the networks for the new Nutri-Essentials and for the Boost. Thank you so much for taking your time. I know you're really busy. I know you got another Zoom meeting in like 20 minutes or something, Margarite. So I hear it's a secret women's business one though.
I know. When we finish talking this, I'll tell you.
So, okay. So for those watching, it's gonna stay secret.
Yes, it's gonna stay secret.
Thank you very much.
For a little while.
It's so secret that even I don't know what it is, okay?
That's right. Guys are not
Thank
allowed
you
to
very
come
much.
in. Yeah. Okay, you want to stop the recording?
All right.